Hey, what's up everybody, the Crap Gamer here, the most compelling game-related YouTuber, and you damn well know it, also the king of all gaming-related media, back with another video. I hope all of my fellow Americans had a great Independence Day, 4th of July. I know I had a pretty good 4th of July. Hopefully you guys played some American Xbox, drove your American cars, listened to your American rock and roll, drank your American beer, and had a good old-fashioned American kick-ass time. You know, I did, and hopefully you did too, and we're all safe and everything like that. Well, here's an interesting thing not pertaining to America. Recently, the Sony head of the European department said that Sony has 70 to 90% market share in Europe, and a lot of places ran with this, oh my gosh, the PS4 has a 90% market share in all of Europe, which wasn't the case. Actually, what it is the individual countries in Europe, depending on the country, has anywhere from 70 to 90. But to give you a little bit of an example, the UK is much closer, and then you have some places that maybe only sold 100,000 units as an example between the two, which would mean maybe 60,000 for PS4, you know, 35,000 for Xbox One, 5,000 Wii U, along those lines. So it's not nearly as skewed as what Sony would have you come out and believe. And what does Sony gain by coming out and saying, hey, we've got this market share? Well, they've got a lot to gain because they're basically blowing off the European market by not attending Gamescom. Microsoft is going to be there. That's one of the ways Microsoft can come back and kind of get some kind of market and mind share in Europe. What they have to do is bring out the games from the developers in Europe. You know, Rare. What happened after E3? Rare Replay #1 pre-ordered thing on Amazon over in Europe, in England anyway. They have developers, they can take advantage of things like this, you know. One of them is Quantum Break with Remedy Games. They're a European developer. You've got these different developers that have ties to Europe. You know, Scalebound hopefully will do well. That's why they're probably waiting to unveil that at the European Gamescom in Germany. So I think that they have actually a good idea on how to kind of change the tide a little bit. I mean, if the Sony fans over there see Sony didn't even bother to show up to Gamescom, Microsoft did, they're bringing good looking games, hey, let's get an Xbox One. You know what I mean? Will they ever overtake PlayStation 4 in Europe altogether? I doubt it, but can they do much better, even things out? I absolutely 100% think that, and I think that Sony had to go out and say we have this, because what happens when nobody's talking about PS4 and PS4 is not in the news, and they had kind of a lackluster E3 and no Gamescom, and they've really been quiet for the majority of this year and haven't really made any news. Then you come out and you start talking about sales again, and that's what they do. But hopefully people are kind of hip to the game and realize that, hey, you can't put that in your PS4 and play it, so what good does it do talking about it? That's great. You know, basically, what are they saying by they have sales? Okay, fanboys are like, great, we got sales, but now what? You know what I mean? It's like at some point you have to realize, who the fuck cares? You got some sales. You know what I mean? Whoop-de shit. Can you play them? No, you can't. So at the end of the day, it is what it is. But I think Microsoft has a real opportunity in front of itself because Sony has been known to slip up. They often hang themselves when you give them too much rope, and it looks like they could be doing that by skipping Gamescom, in my humble opinion. Let me know what you guys think. Sound off, comment, rate, subscribe, rack them up as always. Thanks for watching, guys. Crap Gamer out.